Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And a bit earlier than expected, but the JP Twitter for Slime has already posted the next live stream date, which is going to be the 29th at 8 p.m. Japan time, which of course equates to me at 4 in the morning. Awesome. So 5 days from now, July 29th at 4 a.m. Uh, yeah, Tuesday at 4 in the morning for me, and whatever time zone that is for you. All right. Well, I didn't expect them to tell a live stream until probably like Friday or something. So we are a little bit early. Not that it really matters, but what does matter is we do have a little image teaser right here. And at first glance, when I was just like lying in bed, I was like, "Oh my God, what is wrong with her arm?" Because you can definitely see a head and a shoulder and an arm here, and then I like look over and it's way, way far out. Took me like more than a couple seconds to realize that it's two characters here. So, the image is still the same. This one's a little bit taller, but doesn't really matter. The most important part is that we have a decent sized image of this. So, this is very clearly a woman's figure. We've got the bikini kind of tie straps down here. If we translate this post, it's summer, it's the sea. The broadcast date for the live stream has been set. You got little wave emojis. Together with the regular MC lady, we will bring you the latest Isekai Memories news in the height of summer. So looks like we are getting, finally, after like 2 years, a swimsuit meta, which sounds crazy, but if we really, really go back into the late July slash August metas, like late July slash August last year was Ogre's Pride, because it was when season 3 was airing, and they were holding true to things that were going, and that's the first time we got Momiji as a summonable unit. And then if we go back another year into late July, August, like we got Summer Memories. So that was 2023 right there, Summer Memories. Because Otherworld Legend, Wielder of Magic, Visions of Coleus was the second anniversary, and then 2024 was the third anniversary down here for Divine General. So it's been a while since we've had a summer themed meta, and they had kind of done it before because we got Summer Memories here, and then if we go back another year, we were at the Water 2.0 meta, which was Bikini Shuna and Milim and Shion, and then Hinata, who was not in a not in a swimsuit at all. So yeah, it's kind of weird. Like they started it and then they didn't do it because season 3 was airing, and then now we're here. So we are finally back to getting a water themed summery meta, which is great. And obviously we can see this. We have the bikini ties down here. We've got looks like waves and water splashing. We've got hair tied up. But what to make of this second figure right here? Because very obviously we see another pair of curved hips, waist right here. Kind of, I wouldn't call it a utility belt looking thing, but it definitely doesn't have the kind of stringy things that are going on right here. So as far as female characters are concerned, with this length of hair, uh, the one character that really comes to mind that has not had a battle unit in a while would, for better or worse, be Shuna. We have not had just a Shuna in general since late March and April, which, that's a little bit ago. And then as far as a summonable battle unit Shuna, Shuna. Ogre's Pride? A year ago? Is that correct? I actually kind of don't believe that. Oh yeah, no, it's been almost a calendar year since we've gotten a battle unit Shuna, And oh, sorry, that's the wrong thing. This length of hair, we can't see the horn, but it could just be like sticking directly at us, so we couldn't see its silhouette. But I feel like this could probably be a Shuna right here. And I would think she'd be a battle unit since the last one we got was a protection character. So, we'll see. And then, this character, we have a necklace with a little pendant on it. Who wears a pendant? Let me take a quick look around the box and see if I could pick anyone out. So, a small look around, and I think it's gonna be Isis. Right? It's not a one for one kind of thing, but Isis does have just her necklace in general, so easily swap for like a beach themed pendant. She does have the little Princess Leia kind of hair buns going on, which could be these little offshoots right here. It looks like we've got some kind of either a flower, like a lei or something, or some kind of collar thing. And, Isis in her normal outfit does kind of have this going on. I highly doubt she'd be wearing this kind of thing for a bikini theme or a beach theme. But, I mean, it's like, I don't know who else would have that kind of haircut that would fit this description. We don't have a lot of Isis characters. Like, it's literally just this and then the Awakened version. And I do not see those really, really long, extended dragon horns that Awakened Isis has. Right? And like I'm not really seeing these things poking out right here unless this is blocking or something. Um that was my first initial thought. And then in terms of really anybody else who has hair like that, I mean, we recently got Lumi. We recently got Jean and Velzard. What I would prefer, quite honestly, is I don't think her hair's long enough, but like a Rain or a Misery, because this is the only we only have two summonable Rain units, right? It's the Goddess of Destiny one, and then the Space 3.0 one that was an AoE character from way, 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 way back. Where is she? Right here. Like, she only has two units, but I don't think her hair's quite long enough for this. And then, Misery. Misery straight up doesn't have any summonable units. She has two free-to-play units, and that is the extent of her sadness. She has the Primal Demon one, and then she was the free-to-play character that came with that other old Space Rain right here. Her hair is quite a bit longer, though, than what is at least being depicted here. Although this little strand could just be the strand right here, and I could be talking out my ass. But I'm gonna bank on it being Isis and Shuna is what I'm gonna go for. And you guys can let me know in the comments how you're feeling about those picks, and if you agree with those, or if you think I'm way off base. But a summer-themed meta. And I've already put down an idea of what I think this is going to be. And it's going to be a blue orb charge/stacking team. Now, why do I think that? Well, because the last time we got a blue orb banner was Spearmaster, and that was a charge focused. And people probably have Leon or something, who's a very good blue orb changer, and would work very well on just any blue orb team. And, we've already had a green team. We've had an orange team. It's time to cycle back through the colors and make a blue team. Historically, blue speed teams are just straight up not very good. Like, Tournament Stalwart, like Lumi was fine. Rimuru and Gobta were very unnecessary, and Veldora with his instant alt gauge rush and everything, it was pretty gimmicky, and you don't really see Veldora being used anywhere at this point in time, even though he's not, he's 7 months old, 6 months old at this point, but still, no one goes into Jubilee using Tournament Stalwart Veldora. They use Masayuki to two-turn things. So he's just kind of wonky and weird. And then Prosper was a stacking defense team. Primal Demon was stacked. Tempest Elite is a joke. right? Protector trainee with the follow-up orbs and the alt rush, it's stupid. So historically, blue speed teams are just not very good. So I'm really hoping, and also, by the way, the last time we actually got a summer meta for Summer Memories, it was a blue speed team, which back then that was also a trainee who gave us future hands of blues and lowered defense and gave you 40 skill points. And while that was fine and dandy for 2023, that does not cut it in 2025. So I'm not entirely sure that they would go back to a blue speed team, but it is very much possible. These are just my predictions. If it does not end up being charge, it will be speed because we've already had a blue defense team ish with Festive Memories, so we don't need another one of those anytime soon. It really could go anyway, but I do expect it to be blue orb focused more than anything else. And this will come out on July 29th, so we'll get the live stream at 4 a.m. my time, and then in 15 hours or whatever, at 7 p.m., again on the 29th for me, we will be summoning for whoever was shown earlier that morning. So it's all going to happen on next Tuesday. So less than a week away from the meta change, which means you have less than a week to farm up crystals or do whatever you need to do for the collab before it goes away and those characters never come back. So, uh, keep that in the back of your mind. I don't. There's like nothing in the data mine or anything. The Shonen Serious page has not yet teased any free to play gear that I'm aware of. And Shonen Serious, in case you don't know, is the Japanese magazine that Slime is serialized in, and that is where we get the free to play unit gear teasers from previous metas. I'll try and find one. Okay, well, trying to find a certain thing on Twitter is like ripping your teeth out and then shoving it back in the socket. So I can't find any specific one, but this is where all the gear teasers come out, and this has a lot of the slime information for merchandise and such things. You're just gonna have to trust me on it. When we get gear teasers, it comes from that magazine and that Twitter. So I expect us to get a gear teaser probably like Friday or something. Maybe Saturday is when they'll post it, so we can kind of more easily guess maybe not the theme, but the free to play character based on the outfit. If it's going to be a swimsuit, depending on how revealing it's going to end up being, will kind of give us a clue as well. But again, let me know your thoughts on who you think these two characters are if you don't agree with my Shuna and Isis sentiment. Are you excited for a swimsuit meta to finally return to our game after such a long time? Let me know. But that's it from me. Take it easy, and I will see you all bright and friggin' early at 4 a.m. on July 29th.